everybody! Dr. Eric Herman, the Guru Chiropractor and official team ring dinger doctor of the Northeast of the US of A. Back again for another video with my current newest patient, Mr. Aiman, right? How you doing, sir? Welcome, welcome. He's from Cali, but he didn't come here just for me. He's here on business, and he's got a jacked up, it's lower back problems, but he doesn't have a lot of pain in the lower back, but it's shooting down the sciatic pathway. So the glute on the left, and then skips the rest of it, and then heel pain. So you got glute pain, right? Butt pain.
All the way down to the heel.
All the way down to the heel. It's been going on for about 6 months, but it's getting worse over the last month, right? You tweaked it, you injured it worse doing deadlifts at the end of February.
Yep.
And you told me it's hanging out at about a 6 or 7 out of 10 pain, which is pretty nasty. And it's worse when you sit and when you're transitioning, going up, from down to up and up to down.
Exactly.
How about when you said you have it with your job, you're on your feet a lot, right? You walk around a lot.
Yeah.
So when you walk a lot, does that make it worse too, or no?
I do have to take like a lot more breaks.
Yeah.
Because of, like the heel especially.
Yeah.
Once I get going, like it's not.
And once you get going and sort of warm up your body, it eases up.
Yeah.
And when you slow down and you get inert and stop moving is when it gets worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. And transitioning, which are, by the way, for everybody out there, those are very common signs and symptoms that people suffer from when they have jacked up backs, when their backs are bothering them. Is that your phone ringing?
Yeah.
Shut that ringer off. Messing up my video, buddy. Just messing around. All right. And then also secondarily, you have a little tweaked right shoulder. It's been bothering you when you're lifting, when you're doing bench. Yeah. But it's only like a 1 or 2 out of 10. Yeah. You said it's getting better. But we're gonna take a look at that too, see if we can get that even better for you as well. Everything else is good. We did the exam. He qualifies for the ring dinger. And I'm suspecting he has a bulging disc, but he has no MRI or anything to confirm that, other than he does have what's called positive Valsalva sign. So when he sneezes or coughs, it makes it worse. And basically what that is, just doing a little educational teaching for the fans and for you, when we sneeze or cough, it's called the internal pressure in our body. It's called the thecal pressure. It goes up by like 100 times for a quick second. The internal pressure goes wham, right? So if that disc is bulging out and it's near that nerve and you sneeze or cough, it like a piston, it bangs on that nerve, and that's why you get all that big pain. So it's a high probability. It's a sign that there's a bulging disc going on there, but it's not 100% way to diagnose it. The only way to 100% diagnose that would be to take a picture, which would be MRI. But I'm still suspecting it based on what you told me. Yeah. Either way, whether we know for sure or not, what I do for treatment-wise, I don't need to know for sure to help you, in other words. All right. You got anything to say before we start?
No, I'm ready.
You ready to feel better? I'm sure you are. All right. Go face down first, like you were before when we were doing the checkup. Get your body nice and comfortable. And the first thing I like to do with all my new patients, I always say new, but it's not new. It's all my patients, is do a good massage first, just to kind of warm up and loosen up the muscles. So we're going to do that first with my thumper massager. Once we get you warmed up and softened up a little bit and the blood flowing a little bit better, then we're going to get you up off this table, and we're going right in the back room where New Jersey Ring Dinger lives. Back there, that's where the Ring Dinger decompression table is. We're going to get you set up on that table. You're going to get your first full spine decompression pull. See how you do with that. Then you're going to come back on this table, and we're going to do a full body adjustment like you never had before, buddy. My goal is you're going to be walking out of here saying, God darn, that was the best adjustment I ever had in my life. Doesn't happen every time, but that's my intention for every single patient, is to hit a home run. I want to hit a home run today with you, buddy. Then you could go back to California and tell all your friends in California how great the Ring Dinger is. Go see. I'll tell you, I got a couple buddies out your way. We already talked a little bit about it. If you need to get more of this and you're on the West Coast, you might have to drive a little bit because you're in the what'd you say, the San Francisco area, right? I think they're more in like the LA-ish area. But it's worth it. And it's definitely better than taking a plane somewhere or driving hours and hours and hours. But if you come back to Jersey and you need more, you're always welcome to come back here.
I might be here for a while.
Oh yeah, this job's going to last a while here?
Maybe like a couple more weeks.
Oh, that ain't too much of a while. But how often do you typically get back to Jersey for work?
This is the first time I've been here in about a decade. So.
Oh, okay, so not that much.
It's been a while.
Where'd you come up? Where'd you grow up?
See that part like you just did?
Up here? Yeah, big time spasmed here in your paraspinal muscles on the left. We talked about it in the exam, but I didn't say it on the film, on the camera, on the video rather. I'm old school. I still say film. Nobody uses film anymore. It's all digital.
You said, so where did I grow up?
Yeah, where'd you grow up?
Pittsburgh, California.
Okay, so you're an East Coast guy. Pittsburgh, California. Oh, there's a Pittsburgh, California.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So it's kind of by Oakland.
Oh, so you're a born and raised West Coast dude.
Yeah, East Bay.
There you go. I got a cousin that lives up in the Bay Area.
What part?
I don't even know. I'll be honest with you. I've never been I've never been out there to where he lives. I've never been out to visit him. I just know he's in the Bay Area. I know he lives in a little, he lives outside the city. So he says where he lives, the big redwoods are right around there. So I don't know if that helps you zone in to where he would be. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I couldn't tell you what town it is, but. Yeah, you're really spasming all up this way. How is it to bend down and tie your shoe? Does that bother you? See, I know, because there's common things that everybody has when they have this issue. How about when you're wiping your butt? Is that harder?
No, not bad at all.
Oh, okay. Thanks for sharing that with about 1 million people who are going to watch this video.
It's just sitting down on the toilet.
Yeah, the hard seats sometimes get you. I know. All right, a little warm up for the bigger stuff. So come on up slow. No jerky movements. Remember, we were talking before. Jerky movements in your condition right now could make it a lot worse. So go smooth and slow. Lay flat. Let your legs come flat down. Stay right about there because I got to measure where I got to line you up properly on the table. Right. So the first thing is I got to feel the top of your hips. Actually, you're almost perfect. Slide down about 1/4 inch, like a teeny little bit down right there. That should do it fine. Yeah, perfect. All right. You just work on getting your body as relaxed as you can. I'm raising up the table first. Just to the height that I feel comfortable at. No particular reason other than it's where I feel the best. Now, secondly, the table's going to raise up your knees. So let the table do it if it will. Don't wiggle and just let them bend and relax as it lifts you up. And notice what that feels like. It rotates your pelvis this way and flattens out and relaxes your lower back. Do you feel it flattening?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. And it just makes it easier to decompress and release. Now I got to pin you in really tight here, lock you down above these hips.
Okay.
with these big padded titanium pins. I don't know if it's titanium. Give me your hands back to me. This is not the treatment. I'm just making sure you're pinned evenly and there's no slack. Yeah, you're good. All right, keep your hands here if you're comfortable with it there. Let me get the towel going. The towel goes around your neck, but it's not really on your throat. What it does is it hugs the back of your skull and pulls on the bottom of your jaw like this. But my hands are too small to get a good enough grip to give you a good enough pull. So this gives me better grip. I spray it with a little water so for better grip. And on Saturdays, we use tequila. So if you ever want to come back on a Saturday, I use that joke too much. Lift up your neck and come down. Good. Your job, keep your teeth together, your top row and your bottom row closed and touching, but don't bite down too hard because then it makes your neck tight. But keep them nice and gently but firmly closed. So when I pull, you don't bang your teeth and chip a tooth or bite your tongue or something, okay? All right. So the first thing we're going to do, I'm just going to pull and hold it and do a little traction so you can feel how it feels to get your spine elongated. But I'm not going to do a tug the first time, maybe 5 or 10 seconds. Then I'm going to let your head down and I'm going to have you take a couple deep breaths and try to relax your body even further. Then I'm going to get that towel again. I'm going to stretch you again, and then we're going to do a little tug, okay? So stay relaxed. Listen to me. Do your best to be as relaxed as you can. That's all you really have to worry about. I'll do the rest, and keep your teeth touching. So first, we're just stretching. Just giving you a little traction, kind of getting your body warmed up. Feel how it's elongating everything? Yeah, baby. All right. Now I'm coming down slow. I'm just letting it relax. Good. All right, take a deep breath. Blow it out. Let all the stress go. Focus on your feet. Focus on your butt. Let everything unclench. If you're squeezing anything, let it go. Just let it get nice and relaxed. Let me get a little more traction. So we're going to stretch you out a little bit more. Everything just relaxes. Just let it go. Good. Boom. Yeah, feel it all the way down? Nice. Pain or no? Yeah, sometimes it is, but usually it goes away quick. The only thing I ever get people complain about is sometimes they get a little bruising from the pins themselves. But you felt it like pop, 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 pop all the way down? Good man. Sounds like a proper release. All right. So we're lowering the table. Have you ever felt anything like that before? No, nobody has unless they do this. Don't get up quick, though. Stay there. And then we're going to go back on that table, and we're going to do a lot more there. Stay relaxed. Let me just see. Let it go. Drop your head. Good. Nothing much. Relax your shoulder. Yeah, we're good there. Good. Okay, my friend. We're done for this procedure. Come up slow as you can, easy and smooth and slow. Good. And then be careful. Make sure you're not woozy before you get up on your feet. But stand up when you feel ready. Stop for a second once you're standing. Evaluate how that feels down there. Maybe bend and wiggle and do whatever you need to do. And tell the camera if you feel any different.
Feel different. I still kind of feel it when I got up, but it's definitely better.
Reduced?
Yeah, reduced, yeah, for sure.
Good. Give me some of that. Reduced is normal. That's good. That's what I'm expecting at this point because we got a lot more to do over there. Yeah. So I think we're on the right track. Good job. All right, walk around a little bit too. See how's it feel walking. Maybe do a lap around the table.
Yeah, definitely a little bit better.
Amen. Still see you're doing a little limpy limp, but
yes, I'm just
your gait's a little off, but
yeah.
Okay. And when you feel ready, back down on your belly. Yes, sir. Face down. Now, when I bent it the first time, it really wasn't bothering you. So I really don't have to redo that test. But what I'm doing is I'm just feeling up here to just get a sense if some of that tightness and spasm eased up. And it feels like it did. Does it feel any different when I'm pushing on it compared to when I was pushing on it before?
A little bit.
Okay. If not, if it feels the same, be honest. Just because we're on camera, you don't have to act like it's better. I need accurate information to do the best job for you.
I don't feel too much of a difference on that. I don't really feel it earlier. I wasn't really paying attention too much.
Got it. Okay, now we're going to do more releasing. Now slide down about an inch or two towards your feet. Right there, a little more, teeny bit. There you go, good. Now, I'm dropping down the belly part so I get a deeper release in here. There's a trap door. Good. This thing's going to pop up in a second once I hit the right button. I got to get the tension right for your body weight because I had a little woman on here before you. So I gotta recalibrate for big guy mode. Good. I'm going to bend it up again, even though you really didn't have any symptoms the first time. But I want you to tell me if it feels any looser when I'm bending.
Yeah, I think so. I think we got farther.
All right, good. That's a good sign. Now we're going to do the stiff leg lift. I think you had a couple pinchy stuff and pulling right here, right, when you were lifting? All right, so lift again as high as you can. Good, and down. To me, it looked like it went up even higher. How did it feel to you compared to the first time you did it?
Better.
Good, that's a good sign. These are my checkpoints to let me know if we're making progress, good? And we are. Do this one now, lift. Nice, and down. Definitely went up higher than the exam. What did it feel like when you lifted that side? Anything pinching or pulling here?
No.
Okay, good. All right, so by all my checks, we're making progress down here. We got a few more things to do here, but I do a full body release, so now we're going to work up here and release the upper spine, the middle spine, and the upper spine. So I got to change the buttons. Stay relaxed. Good. 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 Yeah. Now these muscles are even looser. Okay. Good. Now we're going to do the transition between your neck and shoulders. Why? Because you need it. Because you got stress there too. Stay relaxed. Good. Stay relaxed. Nice. Okay. All right. Now I want you to roll over on your back. But wait, before you do that, I want you to pay attention to how you feel moving around. Because remember you told me it was bothering you? When you move from belly down to belly up, let me know if it feels better or the same.
All right.
Go ahead. Go for it.
Definitely better.
Okay, good. Another good check on the right, in the right column for getting better stuff. Slide down about an inch. Right there. Good. Let your legs come flat if you're cool, if that's comfortable. Get in the middle here a little bit. Yeah. Now we're going to work on the front a little bit. We're going to release the collarbones and the shoulder. Okay. So bring your arm out like this. Stay there. I got to get this tension a little bit better for you. Good. 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 All right, rest your hands wherever you're comfortable. Now slide up about an inch or two, back up towards your head. That's good. Now we're going to do a knee pull, okay? If your knee needs to get released, you might feel a release down there. But also I'm targeting more here too. When I yank here, a lot of times the sacroiliac and even the lower back, lumbar spine will also release more. Okay. So your job to help me out, no stiffness. Give me a floppy leg, floppy and loose. Just drop it to the floor. Drop it and let it flop. Good. Loose as you can. Let it go here. Nice. Slide back up. Good. Now we're going to do a tug at the ankle, same thing. See if that releases the ankle and maybe more up the chain. Knee, hip, pelvis. Oh, man, did that release there. Did you ever sprain this ankle? Because that was a humongous release.
Really tight for the past week or two.
Okay. Well, guess what? It's probably part of that neurological thing where it's going in spasm and not working right. It released good, though. Now we do the same thing on this side. First, we do the knee. Let it go. Drop it. Flop it. Bend it. Flop it. Let it go. Let it go. Good. Slide back up a little bit. Good. 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 Drop it in my hands. Heavy, floppy. Heavy. Nice. Okay. I'm lowering the table. Coming down. Now we're going to do the actual shoulder ball and socket. So bend your elbow up like this. Stay as relaxed as you can. Good. Coming around the other side. Good. Stay relaxed. Nice. One more. Which was the shoulder that bothered you? Yeah, that's why I did a couple in there. Good. All right. Done here. Okay. Again, it's time to get up from there. Pay attention to how you feel getting up this time. Tell me if it feels better than it did before we did any treatment. When you got up, when you transitioned.
Yeah, definitely still a little bit of shooting when I got up, but yeah.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes it goes away completely with one visit, but that's not the norm. I tell my patients, I said this before, but I'm going to say it again. I'm a good doctor. This is an amazing technique, but I'm not Jesus. I can't perform miracles. So it's not realistic to expect perfection from one treatment. Although sometimes it happens, but it's very rare. As long as you're having some progress and improvement, that's a good sign. And you still need to heal from this. You don't heal today. You get released, and then you heal after the release over the next 2 to 4 days. So a lot of times as people are healing, as long as you don't mess it up by overdoing it while you're healing, it gets better, better, better over the next 2 to 4 days. So you might even feel even better over tomorrow, the next day, the next day.
Makes sense.
Okay. Now come on, sit on this stool again. Face that way. Face that way. We're going to finish the full body release we're going to release the elbows, the wrists, the fingers, and then we'll be done for today. Do your feet go to the floor, or is that too high? You just stay more stable. Drop it to the floor. Drop it in my hands. Drop it. Heavy. Come on. Let it go. Yeah. There you go. Loose. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it all the way to the floor. Let it go. Good. Good. Floppy wrist. Relax. Relax. Good. Whew, that was a big release. Yep. Relax. Good. Good. Coming around, swing around a little bit this way for me. Rotate. Drop it to the floor. Heavy, heavy, floppy. Let it bend. Let it relax. Drop it in my hands. Good. You got double joints in them elbows. There's no such thing, but you got a lot of flexibility. Good. Good. Boom. Done. Okay. So you feel somewhat better at least?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Yeah. All right.
I gotta really walk around and see.
Yeah, you're going to have to let that heal a little bit up. But let me ask you a couple questions. So you told me the pain in the glute was about a 6-7. Has it changed? Would you give it a different number right now?
Like 4.
Okay, good. So
just transitioning. It's like when I got up from the chair, that's when it shoots up.
Yeah. And it was a 4 as opposed to a 6-7?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's almost 50% and 45% reduction.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty decent.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically we're done for today. If you're sore, there's a difference between the pain and the soreness. Sometimes people get really sore, especially from their first ring dinger pull. If you get soreness, it kind of feels like you work out. So you know this. It kind of feels like a nasty post-workout soreness, when you work out and you get really sore the next couple of days, lactic acid buildup, all that. If that's what happens to you in your back, put ice on it. Applied ice directly on the sore spots. 20 minutes on, 40 minutes off, 30, something like that. And do that repeatedly. It'll help quicken the reduction of the pain and the inflammation and the soreness. Okay. Again, you don't heal now, you heal after the release. So for the next 2 to 4 days, if at all possible, take it easy with your activity levels, especially the stuff that has been irritating this, to not get in the way of the healing process so you heal maximally and you get the best results. Okay? I get it. Life is life. If you got to do what you got to do, then you got to do it. But just be careful while you're doing it. Stay focused so you don't make mistakes and you don't have any jerky slips or falls or, missteps and stuff, because all that stuff could put you right back out again. Right now, as you're healing, you're not fully stabilized yet. Okay? So just be careful as best you can. If you feel great, like you're perfect after 2 to 3 days, which I don't know, it's possible, but I'm not suspecting that based on your history. But if you do, then there's not a real justifiable reason to come back right away, unless you want one more for kind of like insurance purposes, But if you feel partially better, like 50% better, kind of like what you feel now, but not all the way, basically that means this is what you need, but you maybe need 1 or 2 more to get you really good. If you want to do that, my best recommendation is come back in a week or 2 for a follow-up, and we'll do more work, and we'll help speed up that healing even more in the right direction.
Sounds good.
Any questions from you?
No questions.
All right, cool. Appreciate you coming through.
Thank you.
I think you're on the mend. You might need a few more. You might not. Time will tell over the next couple days. If you have any issues or questions, though, reach out to Zach on the text line. And if you need to speak with me, let him know. He'll let me know. I'll call you. We'll do a phone consult just to make sure everything's cool. Okay? So let's say goodbye to the people out there. Big Aiman, feeling somewhat better, I think.
Somewhat better.
All right, good. Dr. Eric Herman, Guru Chiropractor. Peace and love to everybody out there. If you're watching and you're like, I need that, it looks like something I could use, I'm suffering, nobody's helping me, and you're willing to come to Central New Jersey, I'm in Edison, New Jersey, then reach out to my assistant, Zach. Go through my website, I think is the best way to do it, guruchiropractor.com. It should be on the screen. There's a book now button. Is that what you did?
Yeah. Yep.
You click on that book now button. It asks you for your name, cell phone number, and email address. It goes to my assistant. He grabs that info. He texts you, and you guys work out questions. And if you're happy with all the stuff we tell you, and the prices and the fees and the policies, and you want to come through, he'll help you book an appointment. Come on in. If you make it here, I promise you from my heart, I will do my very best. I will work as hard as I can. I will give you my all to help you out to the best of my ability. Okay? I love everybody out there. If you're in the Northeast, enjoy this beautiful weather. Hopefully it stays, but you never know. Peace and love to everybody out there. Out.